Charlie can be a ruthless bastard. To be honest, he's a son of a bower. And it's because of each of his terrible actions that people have ended up hating him, more than anything. So this time, we're going to look at the worst things Charlie has done. And why has he earned the title of the most hated sociopath in Smiling Friends? From the very first episode of the first season, we realized that Charlie has no empathy for anyone. He didn't care that Desmond wanted to end his life or saw no meaning in it anymore. Literally, we could see it throughout the whole episode. He was uninterested and just complaining to Pim about the things he tried to do to help Desmond. In fact, at the end, he just told Desmond that since they hadn't made him smile, he just had to go to the office to sign some papers, and at no point did he seem worried about whatever Desmond was going to do. After they didn't make him smile,
"We have to go to the office. We need you to sign some documents saying that we didn't manage to make you smile, and then you can, do what you have to do. You understand?"
Charlie, you have a mother. You're the most despicable person I've ever met.
if you ever meet Charlie, make sure you know that he won't care about you at all. Not even if Mother Nature wants to eat you. So now that we're talking about this, Charlie got a lot of hate when he threw trash in the forest, just because he saw it was already dirty. In the end, he didn't care at all that he completely destroyed it. A large part of the forest was destroyed and he just went on as if nothing happened, without any sign of remorse. Charlie, you left us without a forest because of your mess. What's wrong with you? And now, if you were thinking about being friends with Charlie, think twice. There have been many times when Charlie has been a complete jerk to Pim. He insults him, abandons him, doesn't take him into account. Heck, he even despises all the good things Pim tries to do for Charlie. Like the time when they met Wimbley, the famous video game character from Pim's childhood. Pim really wanted to help one of his greatest heroes. But Charlie simply told him that there was no way he was going to help that weirdo, and that if he wanted to help him, he should do it on his own. Ah, Charlie, don't be so harsh with my little bro Pim. Or how about in episode 2 of season 2? When they saw there was no way to help the president beat Mr. Frog. Charlie just told Pim that he couldn't take it anymore, that he was going to leave him alone to see how he'd handle it. He didn't care at all to see Pim all stressed and anxious about what was happening. He just said, "Well, let's see how you handle it, my man," while the world was falling apart behind him. Or what about the time with the Schmalogles? Seeing that these beings were so positive or weird, as Charlie calls them, he simply told Pim that he couldn't do this and that he had to do it alone. That if he wanted anything, it should be something to eat because he was going to look for food. For God's sake, Pim is so traumatized that he just goes along with whatever Charlie says and agrees to do this mission by himself. Come on, Charlie, he's supposed to be your partner, not your 10-year-old cousin that you just leave alone to do the job your grandma sent you to do. But for now, let's leave Pim aside because his other friends and even his girlfriend get this same trashy treatment from Charlie. Let's take his girlfriend as an example first, who is supposed to be the person he should respect the most. First of all, he's a total party pooper and decides not to dress up for Halloween to avoid anything that might be considered offensive in the future. But let's be honest, he was just a lazy pessimist who didn't care about being the only one not wearing a costume at the costume party. Anyway, here he gets mad at his girlfriend and argues with her in front of everyone. He doesn't even care that everyone else is watching. And then, at the Christmas dinner, he's completely rude to her by telling her not to come near him and to leave him alone.
You have sauce on your face.
"Hey, don't touch me. Never touch me."
Don't touch me, idiot. Don't touch me. I said, don't touch me. Don't touch me. Here I am feeling so stupid, believing your lies. Don't touch me.
He treats his girlfriend like she's completely beneath him. Honestly, I don't even know why they're together if Charlie is such a jerk to her. Anyway, now let's talk about the other people around him. Charlie is constantly fighting with others, mainly over things he doesn't agree with. Like that time when the boss left them to take care of his son, and he took the opportunity to say that he didn't like it when Alan sucked his nose. When in that episode, it was clear he was enjoying it as if there was no marriage. In the end, they start fighting because they blame each other for who killed the boss's son, and it gets to the point where they start hitting each other. In fact, if you think about it, he's the only character we've seen who gets into fistfights with his own friends. And what about his non-friends? Well, he's even worse with them. A clear example is with the shrimp whose girlfriend left him. He didn't care that he looked all weak, he even made him do squats with 100 pounds. A guy came over to give him some advice so he wouldn't get hurt, and Charlie didn't care. He sent him away and ended up causing the shrimp to break his back. And to top it off, he gave him a slap that reminded him of his injury. In the end, he even told him he didn't know how he managed to have a girlfriend, that the shrimp was awful.
I don't want to be rude or anything like that, but I don't even know how you got a girlfriend in the first place. You're really screwed.
Charlie, honestly, you have no shame. Another person he told had a ridiculous appearance was Silly Samuel, who didn't know why no one was taking him seriously. Charlie was the only one who told him about his appearance, since no one else, out of respect, had said anything. Even Silly said his iconic phrase, "What are you talking about?" Charlie even goes as far as to make you feel bad or try to humiliate you in front of everyone. Like at the end of the Schmalugals episode, when the leader got confused and thought that Charlie had taken a picture of the Schmalugal girl's underwear.
I saw you take a picture under the princess's dress. I just want to say that I don't think that's right.
Charlie showed that he clearly didn't even have his phone and told the leader that he completely ruined the vibe and that everything sucked now because of him. Come on, Charlie, you could have just said he was wrong and kept enjoying the moment. Not make him look like the worst crap in the world for making a mistake. And speaking of making others feel like crap, we have to get back to poor little Pim. Because I really don't know how Pim keeps putting up with Charlie after everything bad he's done to him. Like the time he completely destroyed his dream of taking the hero exams. When they were sent to the Princess of the Enchanted Forest, Pim told Charlie that ever since he was little, he wanted to take the hero exams. But his dad didn't let him and kissed him on the mouth. Charlie told him those exams were stupid. But guess what? In the end, Charlie was the one who did almost all the tests and didn't leave any for Pim. He made Pim feel so bad that he completely transformed into an evil and horrible goblin. And because of him, they ended Mip's life. Wow, Charlie. Being such a hypocrite is going to make a lot more people hate you. Like in the episode when they go on vacation to Brazil and Pim forgot to book the hotel. Here, Charlie really took it out on poor Pim for making that mistake. Anyway, even so, in this episode he wasn't as harsh as when Pim tried to take him to meet his friends, the alien hunters. Charlie kept telling Pim that he had to leave a super cool party just to go with him. In the end, he took him to hang out with a group of losers, and he even kept bothering them. It was like he was testing them and trying to make them look ridiculous. He literally joined the group just to make fun of them and be a total pessimist right to their faces. Come on, Charlie, why don't you just fit in with the others and try to go along with them instead of making them look like fools? And that's not all, because once again Charlie starts fighting, but this time with the aliens. Because he even elbows Pim in the face and doesn't care at all. And he doesn't even apologize to him. Bro, he almost took Pim's eye out of his face. Or what about the time when Charlie died? He started fighting with Pim after being told not everyone was as happy as him, and that he no longer enjoyed work because of him. And that even the times when he got really enthusiastic, he was already getting on his nerves. He told him that his way of being was horrible and very boring. In fact, he became so pessimistic that he even went to cut down the tree that Mr. Boss asked for in a very aggressive way, which of course ended up taking its life. Wow, Charlie, your actions really do lead you into situations that make you pay for how bad you are to others. And if you notice, Charlie is a complete selfish person. Whenever he asks Pim for help, Pim immediately goes. But when Pim asks Charlie for help, many times he just ignores him or says no. Besides, he's a guy who can get very violent and hurt you. As we've already seen, he can even get into fights with his own friends. And even when they tried to solve the murder at the fast food restaurant, we saw that he can be very intimidating. And it seems like he can lose control very quickly, like he's on his period, but in the end, when everything gets out of hand, he doesn't know what to do anymore. So Charlie, are you really tough or are you just pretending? Just like when they had to free Mr. Boss from his wife. And at the last moment, he said he couldn't stab him because he was still hungover. What happened, my Charlie? At first you showed up all bossy in your vampire hunter costume, but when it came down to it, did you get scared? Actually, the time when Mr. Boss married the daughter of Satan, we saw that Charlie disappeared for a while. And suddenly he showed up really drunk, trying to show poor Pim a trick with a knife, and even the poor guy got scared at how dangerous it was. Of course, if you say a word that Charlie doesn't like while he's really drunk, he'll punch you in the face, no matter who you are. And in the end, he'll blame you because you knew he was drunk and you shouldn't have bothered him. Charlie can even lie to you for his own benefit. Like the time he ate a kebab with a very powerful parasite, and he lied to Pim, telling him he felt really sick so Pim would tell Mr. Boss he couldn't go to work. Of course, he did this so he could play on Steam all day while eating contaminated food. And even though he lies to Mr. Boss when he tells Pim and Charlie in the last episode of the 3rd season that this year they made more people smile than last year, Charlie says it was thanks to him, and that most of the people who smiled, he made them smile. Really, Charlie? As far as I remember, it's Pim who always wants to finish the jobs, no matter how difficult they are. Wow guys, I hope with this video you now know what kind of person you'd be dealing with if you were friends with Charlie. In my opinion, these are all the reasons why I think Charlie is a sociopath and why people hate him so much. Do you guys know any other things? If you want more Smiling Friends videos, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And of course, share the video so we can keep making more. See you next time.